Shifts to Fry, who's jealous of Bender's recent social media fame as he's a lot of mindless zombies. Followers. He challenges Bender that he'll be the first to hit 1 million followers, and whoever loses will have to take a dip of the vomit and diarrhea of Mr. Chunks. Gross. However, things aren't going great for Fry, as Bender posts anything and everything which instantly goes viral. Seeing this, Fry announces that he's not like Bender, who will stoop to such tactics for just some followers. But then he does the same thing and leaks a super embarrassing video of Leela talking with a boil on her butt, Susan. And yeah, Susan can sing.
You have a boil on your butt that sings show tunes with you?
The video racks up millions of views as Fry and Bender hit 1 million followers simultaneously. Back in Mom Court, Mom releases the virus through Twitcher, turning the 1 million followers into zombies who buy the latest iPhone 2.0. On the way, Leela meets Fry, who apologizes, and instead of getting angry, she thanks him for making her confident, as she doesn't have to hide her boil anymore. While they passionately talk and apologize to each other, the zombie horde moves towards the nearby Mom store to get hands on the new iPhone 2.0. That's a very dystopian ending, but hey, at least Mom's loving it. Moving on to the next episode, the late Philip J. Fry, we see Bender keeping Fry up all night as he's quite busy with a fembot. And because of Bender, Fry oversleeps and misses Leela's birthday lunch. Feeling guilty, Fry tries to make it up by inviting Leela for dinner at the Cavern on the Green. However, this means that he has to skip Hedonism Bot's Girls Gone Wildest bachelor party. So what does he do? He rejects the offer, and Bender's left with the professor, who agrees to act as his wingman. However, when Fry was about to leave for the restaurant, the professor drags Fry to test his new invention, one-way time machine. The professor assures them that they'll be moving forward only by 1 minute. It's completely safe. Or is it? So Fry's all like, okay, and records a message for Leela before the professor takes them to the year 10,000.
Whoopsie!
Now, back in the present, Leela is incredibly frustrated, since Fry missed their dinner date and assumes he went to one of Hedonism Bot's parties. She heads back to the Planet Express HQ and finds the party was a complete disaster, as the only survivor was Hedonism Bot himself. Believing that Fry was along with the professor and Bender, she's both sad and angry. And Zoidberg mourns their demise in his typical fashion. Back with Farnsworth and Fry in the future, the professor figures out that they should keep moving forward until they reach a time where they can find a time machine that will help them get back to the past. As they travel through the future, they find everything from knights riding ostriches to a time where giraffes have enslaved humanity. They traverse time all the way to the year 1 billion. That's a lot of zeros. Since this is the end of time, the professor says there's only one thing they can do, and that is to watch the universe ending itself. However, much to the surprise, the universe restarts as they loop through history again. And when they finally arrive at the right time, they accidentally crush their past version, successfully getting rid of the time travel paradox. Now back in the present, Fry rushes to the Cavern on the Green to meet Leela as they both share a sweet moment, while Bender's busy burying their duplicates in the background. Alright, the next episode, That Darn Cats, starts off with Leela throwing Nibbler's poop in a volcano from which Amy is collecting data for her thesis. The next morning, Amy's late for her doctoral exam and rushes only in her undies. She explains her thesis using a planetary ratchet, but fails horribly, as one of the examiner's cats starts playing with it. This triggers her cat allergy and accidentally drops the model, causing the panel members to reject her.
Hell nay.
The horse says, doctorate denied.
They land in Planet Express HQ. And Fry encourages Amy about how, he's got no degree, but he's a prominent boy in a package delivering company. Well, I'm sure that was meant to be a motivational talk. The same cat, which caused Amy's cat allergy, joins them at Planet Express, and the members are quickly attracted to it. Later, they all adopt their own cats, except for Amy and Nibbler, who realize that something is strange about these pesky furballs. They visit Professor Katz and realize that he's actually a puppet, controlled by the white cat. They return to the Planet Express and sneak into the basement, but quickly get caught by the cats, who reveal a story of their home planet, Thubian 9. Initially, it was a great planet to live on. However, due to the planet's orbit slowing down, it had become inhospitable for cat life, forcing them to come to Earth to steal its rotational energy. It was Amy's thesis that gave them a glimmer of hope to harness Earth's energy.